evening and welcome to Posse Presents, where, you had to be here to really understand all the fun. Anyway, I am over the moon to have with me once again my favorites, Bikers Against Animal Cruelty. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you
for joining me again. Let's just go around real quick and introduce ourselves.
So my name is Jennifer French, and I've been part of B.A.A.C for about 4 years, and I'm a membership coordinator currently.
Okay, I didn't know what your title was currently.
Just in case anybody's out there who wants it. No.
Yeah, for those of you who need to know, it's all on a need-to-know basis, and we just decided that you needed to know. And behind Jennifer, we have...
Greg Belcher, I'm president, and been with B.A.A.C just over 4 years. So thanks for having us.
Thank you. And next to him, the lovely Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa Mingione. I'm the Director of Education for B.A.A.C, and I've been with them for about 4 years as well.
And this is Lisa's first time
On
TV with us, which makes me very happy. The First Lady of B.A.A.C has finally joined us.
Oh.
We've got some other members on the sidelines, and I love these guys. We also have, I promised, there may be 2 kind of special guests, and somebody might see a little bit of our special guests. We have Greg and Lisa's dogs in the house, and they are Memphis and Phoenix. And they are actually having a wonderful time with their chewies on the not on the carpet, they're on the rug, on their blanket, so they're not making a mess. And they're just gonna kind of mingle around with us as they please. Hopefully we can get them to stop gnawing away and come up and visit and say hello world. That'd be a wonderful thing. Because, hey, dogs, bikers Against Animal Cruelty, dogs, I'm good tonight.
Yeah.
I am like feeling the love.
Nice.
And I know you're over there in the corner. I don't know why you always sit there, but...
Being punished.
You're in the naughty corner? You're in the doggy corner. Okay. Anyway, you guys have some really good things starting to happen. It's what I like to call event season. And you've got one actually coming up next weekend.
Yes.
Let's talk about your breakout run.
Go ahead, Greg.
Okay. So our breakout run is going to be April 30th, and it's going to start at Rise and Shine Cafe in Middletown, and it's on Saybrook Road. I don't remember the exact numeral address.
Do we have the poster we can put up for the breakout run, Zach? Maybe help us out a little bit?
There it is.
7:49.
7:49. Come down as early as you want. Early you get there, they have a really, really good breakfast. You can have breakfast, pancakes, waffles, the whole 9 things, and we could do. The ride will start at 12, so just make sure you're there before that,
Right.
so we can get going. Everybody lined up and head out.
Kickstand's up at 12.
Kickstand's up at 12.
And you're going to be visiting shelters along the way.
Yes.
We have donations we've collected. We'll take them there too if you want to drop them off. Yeah, blankets, towels, anything like that. Food.
Alrighty. So that'll be probably an all-day thing, and hopefully you'll have some great weather to support it.
It's supposed to be nice out next Saturday or next Sunday, and hopefully it will be about a 2-hour ride altogether.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it should be a nice day, long and short.
And it said you're not really sure where it's going to end up, but and cars can be part of this. I
Yes.
saw.
Yes, cars can come too. I mean, we're not gonna just say just for bikes, but
Yep.
cars
Cars
will
can
come.
follow along and carry donations.
Oh, that's really cool. So we'll take the camera back, and any of the noise you hear in the background is the gnawing of stuff by these dogs who are really into it. If you hear like this off kind of noise, it's really, there's nothing going on other than gnawing. There we go.
Dogs
Okay.
with bones.
So, I mean, that's another really cool thing is, you guys, not only do you not have to be a motorcycle rider to be a member, you can follow along in your car on something like this, and, everybody's welcome and everybody can feel a part of things, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
So one of the other events that you have coming up, which is a biggie, is your Woofstock. And there's a change of venue this year. There's you know, a whole new thing going on.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the change venue and how that came about and what we can expect and the fun we'll have.
So,
Well-
yeah, you want to go?
Go for it.
So the new venue this year is in Hamden at the Outer Space, and it has free parking and a pretty big parking lot.
It's a big parking lot. It's
which
in an
is
industrial.
helpful.
So when I get there after the show, whatever time that's going to be, I'll be all right.
Yes.
Yep.
I can park.
You can
Yes.
park.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can park. What else?
We have some really good bands coming this year again.
Let's get the poster up, Zach, for Woofstock and help Greg out a little bit, either one of them.
So we have 5 bands: Soldiers of Solace, Hair of the Dog, which features members of Naya, Murray the Wheel, Seville Road, and Social Convention.
Okay, and I
Yeah.
recognize some of those names from previous.
Yes.
Yeah, Naya, Murray have been with us the past couple of years. Murray's actually been probably for all of them. He's a very, very big fan of ours and
Yeah.
definitely helps us out.
Yeah. And then it's going to be emceed by Mike Caroli and Stephen Wayne from iRock Radio, who used to be on CCC 106.9.
Cool.
So, and they're wonderful supporters, and they make it a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, what brought about the change in venue? Just to try something different, attract a different crowd?
Basically, try something different. We've kind of figured with the parking downtown was a little congested.
We'll take the camera,
We
Zach.
figured something a little different would be worth a try.
Sure.
If it doesn't work, we go back to our normal.
Make it at night so that
Make it
you
at
know
night now, yeah.
it's
Yep.
a destination
Yeah.
instead of just like
Yeah, just an afternoon.
Yeah, before it was always like noon to 6. Now we're going to try 6 to midnight, figuring trying to get all the night owls out there.
Yeah. Well, you know, people like to go out on a Saturday night.
Absolutely.
So why not go out and do this instead of, you know, I can't imagine that people always were able to come on a Saturday afternoon, running errands, doing things. You know, it's that first day off, and
Yeah.
here it is smack dab in the middle of the day. So I'm glad that you guys are changing it up and trying something new, because now this means that I don't have to rush to leave to do my show like I always have to do
Right.
with stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you always have
Yep.
to leave
Now you
early.
can stay.
Zach and I, please make a note of it. We'll be, he's waving. We'll be heading down after the show, so it'll be
good.
awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll be there.
And I can't wait, because you guys always put on like such really good events.
Thanks.
And you know, it's so nice to see how you work together and do so much. And you're such family, and you're just so good-hearted. And you know, people will see what they see at the events, and people will see you guys outside the courthouses. You know, there's been a great big movement now to have presence in front of animal abuse cases. So you guys are putting in your appearances, and you know, does anybody want to say anything about that?
It's extremely important for us to show up at the courthouses, to show our support. It helps show the judge and the prosecutor and the defendants that there are people that care. It shows the support for the victims. And I know that even the court, the people that work at the court welcome us. They're like, good for you, and
Well,
we
you know,
sit.
it kind of sends that message
Yeah,
that people are paying attention.
yeah, this is serious.
It's a serious thing to abuse an animal. The laws are in flux. They're starting to change and become a lot more strict. And Desmond's Law now is a thing. And the more people support the animals in this case, you're not going out there to support the abuser, obviously. You're going out there to support the animal
Right.
and
Yeah,
you know, put in for justice. So the fact that Bikers Against Animal Cruelty is making the appearance at just such a thing,
Yeah.
it just goes to show that you're always in the right place at the right time.
yeah.
And honestly, anyone can go to a court case like that. It doesn't have to. It's not like you can't go. You can go sit in a courtroom and be there for presence.
Yeah.
And show your support for the animal that was abused. It doesn't cost anything. You just go down there and hang out in the courtroom.
Yep.
Let the people know that you're there supporting. You shouldn't be abusing animals, and it really puts a little pressure on the courts to do the right thing for the animals, and it works.
Exactly.
It
You
does
just have to remember to comport yourself in a manner that doesn't
Yes.
tarnish what you're trying
Right.
to do.
You don't want to lose credibility.
No, not at all.
Right, or
you,
have
you
your...
need to dress appropriately. You need to act appropriately. You can't shout out. You'll get thrown out, and you'll also give everybody else who's doing this a bad name.
Absolutely.
And definitely can't do that because we've worked so hard.
Yeah.
Everybody in this state who's all about the animals worked just too hard to get this far
Yeah.
Yeah.
to have it thrown away. So I'm sure that if anybody wanted to start finding out more, they can contact you.
Absolutely.
Bikers Against Animal Cruelty, best contact, somebody shout it out.
Go right to the website, bikersagainstanimalcruelty.org. Go to contact us, and we can send stuff over to you or point you in the right direction. The other thing too, the one question we do get a lot of is, could you guys go take care of something? Go talk to the abuser, and I have to tell you that we won't. There's a few reasons why. First of all, if we do something like that, we won't be around as a group to help animals. And the second thing is, as soon as you confront the abuser of an animal, you are going to ruin that court case, and he's going to get off on what he did. So it's just not worth it. We have to let the courts deal with it and let justice do the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously you get very heated over the thought of someone abusing an animal, but going and knocking on their door and knocking out their teeth, that's not helping the animal in the long run, because that now turns around and puts the law on you instead of
Exactly.
So it changes.
Right.
It changes the case from an animal abuse case to an assault case, and you don't want that.
And we're going to put the whole organization at risk.
Right. However, if someone is aware that something's happening to an animal that shouldn't be, they can call you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you will drop the dime, so to speak.
Well, I don't always say we'll drop
For
the
the
time,
right
but we will definitely go check out what
Resources.
they're
But you'll
talking
call
about.
animal control.
We'll call animal
If someone
control.
wants to remain
yes.
anonymous, that's
Yep.
what I mean when I say
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
drop the dime. You
Yep.
will call animal control. You will call the authorities and report the abuse.
Yeah. And try to get them to do it. Sometimes too, they'll take it a little bit more when a group like us calls and says there's a problem, as opposed to just a normal person.
Right. So if you've
which
not
is
gotten
too bad.
anywhere in making phone calls, you've reported it, and it doesn't seem to be helping.
Yep.
Maybe
let
it's
us
time
know.
to take it up another level.
Right. Right. Keep the pressure on. Call.
So not only do you guys do stuff that's out there in the public eye through your events, through the appearances, there's a lot of stuff you do behind the scenes that people may not be aware of. You offer a lot of support to the local shelters. You help them out with supplies, and you help them out with food, and you help them out with things that they need for the animals. In some cases, you go beyond that.
Yep.
And there's plenty of things that go on with Bikers Against Animal Cruelty that just by the very nature of what is happening, you kind of can't put it out there.
Yep.
You can't sing it from the rooftops, and you can't post it all over social media.
Yeah, we do our best to put it out there and let people know what's going on with us, what we're doing, what we're up to. The best way is our website, our Facebook page. Lisa puts a lot of good information on that. How to spot things that might be wrong, how to help, all that type of stuff. It's a really has been awesome. So, a lot of good reading.
But by supporting Bikers Against Animal Cruelty and all that you do, there are the animals behind
Right.
the story. So we do have some pictures, and maybe we'll touch briefly on some of the stories for the animals that we have. Case number 1, Zach. This little one.
Yeah. This little one was from Project Precious. I believe they're out of Stanford.
Yes.
If I'm wrong, I apologize.
Christy Morrell, yes.
Yeah, she's awesome. They actually do a bike ride too in the summertime too.
Yep.
So check out their website for that. She came to them as a parvo pup, and parvo is really almost a killer of animals and dogs. And this
Almost
little girl
every time.
survived.
Yeah.
So we helped her out with that, and she actually made a full recovery. Her and her brother. And I think her brother actually just got adopted the other day. So
Yeah.
definitely,
That's
if you're looking for
awesome.
a puppy, give him a look.
Yeah, it's an expensive treatment
Yeah.
for parvo.
Parvo
It's
is
very serious.
is one of those things.
Yeah.
It's out of control when it
Yeah.
starts to hit, and the survival rate is almost
Very
nil.
low. Yeah, it's quick.
And yeah, and even though it's quick, they don't go without suffering. So
No,
you know,
definitely not.
it's never a good idea to think that you're just going to let it run its course because you know the animal's going to die anyway. That's
Yeah, parvo won't run its course.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to treat it.
And
Yeah.
it's painful for them.
exactly. Okay, so animal number 2, we have case number 2, Zach. And all of the chewing in the background.
Look at that face.
What a
I
sweetie.
know.
So this little guy is from Furry Friends Rescue, and just a quick backstory. I know Lisa gets a little upset, a little sad. He's actually 14 years old. His owners dumped him out of rescue, a high kill shelter, and they went in and pulled him out, and were able to get him some medical care and got him healthy, and he's back out, and hopefully he just had surgery the other day, so he should be doing better, a lot better.
So, again, you working behind the scenes to help these animals out, and you know, it's just a beautiful thing. Zach, let's get case number 3 up.
All right, this poor guy has a really bad case of mange. Mange is basically an infection of his skin, and he loses all his hair. And if I'm gonna get this wrong, his name is Boomer, and he's from Halfway Home Rescue, and they do amazing work with animals. And just like this picture alone,
Yeah.
give him some medicine, and his hair will come back, and he'll be good to go.
It's very hard
And
to look at.
unfortunately, with mange, that's what happens. The skin crusts up, and the
Yeah.
hair falls out, and it bleeds, and it gets infected.
Yeah, it's a
Then there's a
parasite.
secondary infection, and it's very painful.
But
And
if they had treated him
yeah,
right away, it would never
It would
have
never
to
have
be
gotten
at this
that way.
point.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah.
It's just
It's-
serious neglect.
it's another thing where, you know, it's not going to run its course. It's not going to get any better, and really, you should be ashamed of yourself if you think you're going to let the animal get this bad and then dump it or
Yeah.
abandon it or.
A case like this, that you're probably looking probably quite a few months before something would get anywhere near this bad. You know, it's something that these people really, who own this dog, that before they let him go, just totally just neglected it all the way, and just was like, I just don't want to deal with him anymore.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
talking months.
It became such a big problem that they just
Yeah, they just
bailed.
dumped him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really sad. I'd love to see a picture of this little guy, the after
Yeah.
picture.
I will work on getting that for you, and we'll
Okay.
get an after one of them.
Okay,
So,
I will hound you for that. You know that. Okay, next one, Zach. A little kitty.
so we don't just do dogs, and that's the one question we do get a lot. So this little kitty, I honestly, I know it's also from Halfway Home. Halfway Home does dogs and cats for rescues, and I honestly, we had so many cases in the last couple of months. I don't remember the whole backstory.
I
but-
remember this one.
Yeah.
I think the owner had overdosed and gave pills to the cat, but it managed to survive. It was in kidney failure, and I think the brother of the person who had died like took it somewhere and got it help.
Yeah.
But it was sad. I mean, the
That's
owner,
sad.
you know, killed himself and
Yeah.
tried to take the cat too.
Yeah, by giving it pills too. Oh, that's just,
Awful.
folks, you don't have to take the animals with you.
No.
Next one, Zach. I think there's one more, Zach. Okay. This is disturbing because somebody watched this
Sad.
happen.
Yeah, this is his name is Wyatt, and Jen, you remember what rescue he was from? 'Cause I'm drawing
He
a
came
blank.
out of Georgia, but I don't remember who has him here.
I don't remember the rescue. I do apologize to that rescue for not giving their name. But this is basically a dog being starved. This is probably multiple months of not being able to eat. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't he was actually one that was eating garbage, and they found like rocks in his stomach when they did his X-rays. 'cause
Which
he was
is
trying to get something.
Sadly,
Yeah.
not uncommon.
Yeah.
You know, these poor animals, whatever the reason is, whether people are out of money or they don't care about the dogs anymore or whatever it is, they just stop feeding them. And these poor dogs are eating walls, and they're eating metal, and they're eating rocks and
Twigs and anything
yeah,
else.
anything that, even hope. had a stuffed
Yeah.
animal stuck in
Yeah.
her intestine, and thank God they were able to pull it out without having to
Yeah.
do the surgery, because at that point she probably would never have survived. She was
Right.
too frail.
Yeah.
So again, if you get to the point where you don't have money to feed your dog, there's things
There's
you
so
can
many
do to help.
resources.
Yeah, there's no reason for this to happen to an animal. I mean, I personally would go hungry before my animal did. You know, I know Lisa feels the same way.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
There's just no.
There's places that will help. There's
There's pet food banks
alternatives.
popping up everywhere.
There are.
We'll take the camera back, Zach. And honestly, if you're out there and you're within the sound of our voices, or you know, watching the show, or you know someone who's struggling, by all means, you know, if you reach out to Bikers Against Animal Cruelty, they can point you in a direction where you can get help. There's no shame in saying, hey, look, I can't feed my dog anymore.
Not at all.
You know, as long as it's not, you know, someone's going to feed the dog just so you can have it. But everybody falls on hard times. So there's no shame in asking for the help. No one's going to judge you. That's what these pet food pantries are set up for. That's what the assistance is meant to be, to keep you, this dog healthy and in your care. And by all means, if you don't want the animal, don't dump it, don't abuse it, don't starve it, don't neglect it. Just find it a home. Just find it a home. Call your local animal control. we have an animal control officer in the
house.
room saying, call me. I mean, there are so
Yeah.
many resources.
There's
No,
tons
just-
of places to reach out, and for medical care too.
Yep. The other thing is too is most of our cases are medical cases that were caused from abuse and neglect. Even if you want to contact us for an animal of your own, we only usually do shelters and rescues. I have a list of people that can still help with privately owned pets.
Right.
So it's not like I might not be able to physically help you, but I can get you to that place that you need to go to get that animal the help that you need.
So there is help out there, and it becomes less and less of an excuse for these animals to go without and to be hurt and not to have medical treatment. So is there anything else anybody would like to add at this point as we wind down our time?
I would just say if you want to come check us out at an event, check our website out, bikersagainstanimalcruelty.org. Check us out on Facebook. Coming out, we're huge, big family, and just
They're amazing. And if you're interested in being a member, Jen's your girl.
If you see me, you can check out our website. We have all the paperwork on there.
You know, you fill out the application, you send it in, you wait to hear back. You don't need to be a motorcycle owner. So there is hope for me someday.
Yes.
absolutely.
Sooner than
I'm going to wait
later.
for your application.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No pressure.
No pressure.
You heard that live.
I know, I always get snagged with what I say.
pressure.
Pressure. So do we think we can get the
I can try to bring
kids
them up
to-
front.
Come here.
Phoenix,
Come here.
come here, girl. Come.
Maybe.
Go see Auntie
Come on,
Jen.
baby. Hi, honey. You gave me kisses outside.
Memphis.
Bones.
Memphis.
Yes.
They are very into their marrow bones. There you go,
there
Phoenix.
we are.
How about
Phoenix.
Come here, sweetheart.
Phoenix.
Look, she looks like she just woke up from a stupor.
Come here, Phoenix.
Come here, baby girl.
Oh, there's people over here too. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
just
see,
walk over
they've
this
been
way.
so busily chewing that they
Yeah.
haven't even noticed that they have, you know, an in-house
They have
audience.
guests.
And now Memphis decided to have both bones.
Oh, yeah,
Phoenix.
there's one in every crowd, isn't there?
Always,
That
always.
That's Phoenix barking. She's
But-
saying, hi, Auntie.
And they're
it's-
rescues too.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
actually.
absolutely.
So Phoenix is a Waterbury resident, was a Waterbury resident, and Memphis was from Tennessee. It's not why he's named Memphis, but he is
Not
from
at all.
Tennessee.
Not at
he's,
all.
He's definitely the one that got us started in rescuing, and setting the course for all us at least to
There-
get this done.
There's always the one.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know, there's that pivotal animal that comes into your life and changes everything.
Yeah.
I mean, when you adopted the first one, would you have ever thought you'd be where you are now?
No, not at all.
And it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
And I can't thank you all enough for what you do every day, you know, for everything that you are and everything that you're going to be, and for, you know, accepting me into the fold like you
gosh,
have.
of course.
It's just, it's a beautiful thing. So I really, oh, look, he looks, he's over there, but it's not part-time yet. Do you want to run over and do the Peace Loving Dogs with us?
Yes.
So why don't you come on over?
Come on, there's
Come on,
room.
Les. You can do
There's
it.
room, Les. You can do Peace Loving Dogs with us.
You're gonna leave
Peer
us
pressure.
hanging on live TV.
Okay, let's
Okay.
real quick, let's get up the poster for the breakout run next weekend. There's still time to get involved in that. And we've got Woofstock coming up on May 20th. Plenty of time to plan for that. Any more information, you can check out Bikers Against Animal Cruelty on Facebook or on their website. We'll take the camera back. How are we doing for time? 1 minute. Okay, so 1 minute. What are we gonna say for 1 minute? We're gonna beg Les to come over here and say goodnight with us.
I can go grab him.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got dog butt up in the air, which
That's
you can't
right.
see.
Yeah.
Just off camera, but I'm scratching dog butt.
It's funny because Memphis is my first dog, and when I first got him, I smoked, and every time
Oh,
I
look,
would
there we
light
go.
up,
Dog
he
butt.
would sneeze. So he got me to quit smoking.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. So they say who rescued who,
Exactly. You rescued each other.
right? Yeah.
All right, so we are now going to say peace, love, and dogs. Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
I love you.
Thank you.
We love you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.